Hey, happy Friday. I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Team Riser Fall to talk about some Beasties Boomers. TGIF, right? And once again, this week has gone by in fast forward. We're in hyperspace moving through this thing, but hey, here we are. There you are. Here I am. Let's talk about baseball. We have a massive 15 game all day slate that locks at 105. However, the main slate, which is what I'm always after, is still a little bit on the large side, 11 games, and that one locks at 705. Before I get into the video, the stacks tool, the projections, I'm going to do it all today. If you want to play along at home, head to the website and use promo code Beastie. When you get there, you'll get $10 off your first month of premium services, and you can grab a pen or paper and play along and take notes that way. Screenshot, whatever you want to do. We're rolling here at Team Riser Fall. Hit the website. Everything you need is right there. And right now, the NBA Finals are over. Shout out to Golden State, but the Stanley Cup Final is just getting started here. Colorado's playing Tampa Bay, as we know. But enough with the nonsense. Let's talk baseball. And you might be kind of surprised which direction I take tonight, but stick around. Let's get to it. And here we are. That's the stacks tool in all its glory. Here are the projections, and you can see, shout out to CG, updated already at 7:42 a.m. Eastern time. And here is what we all came to see, the study hub in its, not in its final form, but in its glory. Today, as I said, 15 games all day, locks at 1 p.m. Main slate is what I'm normally after. It just only makes sense, right? That one is 11 games at 7:05. I want to head to New York, to Citi Field, and talk about the Miami Marlins playing the Mets. And let's just do it like this. We can do full game, the entire thing, or we can pick just Miami. And for the sake of this video, I want to talk about just Miami. I know that may sound wild to you. Miami's 28-33, and the Mets are 42-23. Mets, it's crazy. I know a lot of people in New York and friends in New York, and this is, it's crazy. They love it. It's June 17th, and right now, both New York teams are in first place. They're doing well. We know what that brings or what they need to. It's always the Yankees, and the Mets are always like, you know, the redheaded stepchild or the little brother going, we want to win too. But enough with that. I don't even want to talk about the Mets today. I want to talk about the Miami Marlins. That's how much I'm into Miami tonight, and we're just going to go right for it. And leading off, Jazz Holm. He's 4-1 on FanDuel, only 5-2 on DraftKings, and this kid has become a superstar. Let's just call it what it is. I'm not sure if anybody saw this report a couple days ago where Don Mattingly and whatever's going on in Miami, they had this closed door session, or it was like a complaint session, and everybody said that they dislike Jazz. He has become a superstar. Is he hard to work with? Is his personality? To be fair, I don't care about any of that stuff. How is the performance on the field? And as you can see here, what I don't like, but I think would work in our favor here, his projected tier is a C. His tier value on FanDuel, at least, is an E. That's not good. The E is an F, and I don't know why they keep changing that stuff around. But Jazz, as it stands right now, kid's got 10 stolen bases, 13 bombs, 33 runs, and 41 RBI. This kid has not quietly, but boom, in your face, become one of the better second baseman, shortstop combos that you can get right here. And look at this, only 2% ownership there. His rating, that doesn't make sense to me. His rating is literally in the toilet at 2.58. Might be a mistake. I trust CG and all the other team here at Riser Fall to get that moving. And again, I would expect, look at everybody else's tier rating. You know, it's in the 20s, 30s. Sometimes, you know, like earlier in the week, we were talking San Diego or Toronto, you know, Vlad or even Mike Trout, they're in the high 60s and early 70s. So 259, it's alarming. It is a red circle, a red flag, but I'm almost certain that will change as the game goes by. So look for Jazz in that first spot. In the 2-hole, again, another sneaky play is Garrett Cooper, right-handed bat, 2.9 on FanDuel, 3.6 on DraftKings. Right now, Garrett Cooper, 18 bases on balls, 4 bombs, 21 runs, and 28 RBI. And look at this ownership rate. 0.2% ownership. That's crazy to me. And let's look up his projection and see what we get there. And again, very early in the morning for me, but I was so excited to go to bed and wake up and do this for you here. And look at that. Again, a D and an E. ownership percentage 0.2%. So right off the bat, the first two players, right, Jazz and Garrett Cooper, I could look foolish or I could look like a genius. And I've said this a long time ago, going back several football seasons when I was writing or playing DFS stuff here. It's okay to take big shots. Is it okay to say outlandish stuff? That's up to you. I'm not that kind of man here. But again, if this stack doesn't blow up, then we're on to the next one. It's not my fault, but if it hits, that's what everybody will remember. I try not to live my life like that, especially with my DFS stuff here, but Garrett Cooper makes for a nice little play here. So far, so good with Jazz and Garrett Cooper. Let's head over to the DraftKings Study Hub and their batter matchup, because I want to talk about Jorge Solaire. When you look at him, the World Series, stud and hero for Atlanta. But let's see what Jorge Solaire has got going on today. In the meantime, Solaire, 25 bases on balls, 12 bombs, 29 ribbies, 29 runs, slugging at just shy of 440, on base at about 306. And as you can see, we're going to scoot down just a little bit. And one thing I'm noticing already, and I'm sure you have too, is that these ownership percentages are like, oof. There's not much going on. The ownership percentage for Jorge is 0.6%. His DK value tier it's bad. It's an E. That's the worst you can get. But his projected tier is about a C here. So to me, not a lot of folks are going to be on Miami tonight. When you look at, you got the Los Angeles Angels in Seattle tonight. That'll be a popular one. The Dodgers are at home against Cleveland. The Dodgers will be a popular one. And we have another game at Coors today, San Diego and Colorado. And truth be told, I was so close to saying, let's run it back with San Diego over that 19-run outburst against Chicago the other day. But I say, it's going to be too easy. 11 games on the main slate. People are going to pick and choose here. And let's get under the radar. And it has to be Miami, to me at least. Let's go in the fourth spot. Looks to be starting at first base in batting cleanup, as I said. I screwed up my computer here. Oh, there we go. And it's going to be Jesus Aguilar, however you want to put it. Say it along at home with me. It's all well and good here. Let me type his name in again. Aguilar. And he should pop right up, and then we're off and running. We'll go over here. We'll go to the DraftKings Study Hub here. And again, I record this live. I record it, try to do one take without all the stuttering and stammering, and see what we can get. And look at what's the first. I want to ask a question here. Play along at home. I know that. What's the first thing you notice on this page right here? Just this portion. You can see the cursor going around, around, around. What's the first thing you notice? You got it? Yep, me too. Look at that nice green A here on Jesus Aguilar's DK value. Everything's a D and an E, and it's red. Look at all these red flags and projections. But there is Aguilar, just sweet as pie here at only 0.4% ownership. And to me, as I said, he's been walked 25 times. The guy gets on base. Slugging is 430. I think Jesus Aguilar has a good shot. Let's say Jazz gets on, steals second base. Then Cooper's up. He takes a walk. Jorge Solaire, hits a double and Jazz scores, or it's bases loaded for Aguilar to come up tonight and he clears the bases. Would it be a home run? Would it be a double? I don't know, but that's the way my mind is working and rolling tonight. And just in case, as I always do, let's say Jazz, Cooper, Solaire, and Aguilar, one of these guys are in or out of the lineup, or they get bumped down to 7th, 8th, or 9th. Look for John Berti, 7th, looks to be batting 6th or 7th right now, starting third baseman, and there he is. Again, an E and an E. I might be awful for talking about the stack here, but sometimes in all these years playing DFS, I'm sure all of you can attest to this here. You got to trust your gut. You got with the eye test. And as I said, there's a lot of other ways to kind of spin this tonight with the Dodgers and the Angels and Houston and the White Sox. I mean, it goes on and on here. I don't think anybody on earth is going to give a crap about Miami, but we do. I do. And when you look at John Berti's 14 stolen bases, I had no idea. I had to circle that and highlight that. He's scored 21 times, slugging percentage 404, his average 279, very respectable, especially in today's day and age of baseball. I shouldn't even say this, but it feels like long gone are the days of multiple people, batting 320, 330. The average, off the top of my head, you're probably looking at 240, 250. So to me, John Berti, only $3,000 on FanDuel, 4-3 on DraftKings. It just makes too much sense. This entire stack does, and now that we've gone through it, I'm even more sold given the fact I might be the only sad sack talking about stacking Miami tonight in New York. Let's bring my face in and we'll get the heck out of here because it's Friday. And here we are back, my face, all the good lighting. I appreciate you all for being here and following me. This week has been very good, to say the least, in terms of content and the productivity of said content. If you want to play along at home, or if you're already doing it, make sure you go to the website, like, share, and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment, good or bad. I can handle it as an adult man. All is well and good, with peace and love. So when we look at today's overall slate, it should be just awesome. It's Friday. It's June. We have a lot going on here. When you get to the website, use promo code Beastie. I know that transition was awful. I'm not a good transitioner or a segueist, however you want to put it here. But when you get there, use promo code Beastie. You'll get $10 off. You can play along at home with a pen and paper. You can play along at home just with a premium membership. So until I see you again tomorrow for Saturday, June 18th, be good, enjoy yourself, and wear sunscreen, drink water, and right before I split, just know this one. Miami will win 7-4. Let's call it what it is. I will see you all tomorrow on Saturday. Until then, be good. Bye-bye.